Welcome back to Avocan't Gaming. Today I'm going to be playing something a little bit new. It's a new game on Steam that was just finally released as the early access version. The game itself is the Mech Mechanic Simulator. Now I've done the tutorial for this just to get it out of the way. I did that off cam. The game itself does look pretty cool. You are a mechanic who's working on mech suits. Different companies will basically hire you to be able to fix the suits that were damaged by whatever reason. Okay, let's check this game out, see if there's more than just what the tutorial had to offer. Okay. So, first thing I noticed when I started playing this game in the tutorial, it is a beautiful game. Yes, it looks like it's very, I don't know, futuristic, which makes sense considering it is supposed to be a futuristic world. But look at this. You've got cars that are flying through the air, or space shuttles, or whatever they are. You've got rain, which, although it's not super high quality looking rain, there we go. Water droplets on the windowsill. For an early access game, this looks really nice. Also, good music. This would be an awesome job in real life, working on mech suits. Like, look at this. Okay, let's see what's wrong with it. So what I gotta do is I gotta take this and try and match the different waves together. And it should scan the mech suit, tell me what's wrong with it. Okay. Ooh. So the left arm and the right leg are both damaged, so I'll move the left arm to bench 1. Now, in order to take this off, I gotta take out all the things that are holding in place. I can select the pieces with my left mouse. If the part has any type of bolts that need to be undone, I gotta take this off before I can take off the piece. I can also control it with WASD to be able to move my camera around. It makes it easier for me to see the parts. And that arm is gone. Right leg also has issues. Detach the cables first, and whatever that piece is. Oh. That's really all that's holding the leg on. How are these things not falling apart when you're, like, driving them? You take off 2 cables, and the entire piece comes right off. Okay. Okay, so now that I've taken off the pieces, I've got to go over to my little workbenches over here. As you can see, I've got the pieces suspended with whatever these are, anti-gravity beams, rays, I don't know. And now I've got to take off the broken piece, which appears to be down here, I think. Yeah, looks like the broken piece. Can I just take this piece out? I can. Is that all that's wrong with it? Okay. So, I don't know if you guys noticed it when I was doing it. When you take out a piece, you have to press and hold the piece, and it will give you a directional arrow, which then you pull down, and it removes the piece in whatever direction it says to go into. In this case, down. I don't know if I need to take these off, but why not? I don't see any damaged pieces on here anymore. So let's go escape. What was the next step for this? that back in place. Okay, so I gotta replace this piece. Since I don't have anything I can use to actually repair it. Oh, yeah, see, it let me put it in, but it's still a broken piece. So let's go back over to takeout mode. And search and shop. I'll have to buy a new one, so I'll buy that with my money. You can see my money up here in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And I think that's everything for this piece. So let's get out of the leg. Out of the leg, thank you. We're gonna go back to...
You talking to me?
Voice from beyond? No. Oh, it's my stupid robot. Okay. Now that I've gone and fixed the leg, I gotta fix the arm. Let's see what's wrong with the arm. Ooh, this. Which requires... Ah, perfect. So you can see if I try and remove the piece, a part of the piece I'm working on is going to light up red, saying I need to take off that piece first before I can take off the, whatever I'm trying to take off. So let's take this guy off, which then requires me to take this guy off instead. See, there's 4 different bolts on here. Take out the bolts. And off. 4 more bolts. And off. Take off this. Is that the only broken piece? Good. Switch back over to assembly mode, and this one seems to be at 5% less than the usual cost, which is perfect. Putting in all my little bolts. And the last piece, which will require 4 more bolts as well. And I think that's everything. Doesn't appear to be anything else I can add in. So let's exit out of my workbench. Go back to the mech computer. A very well balanced machine, though. Missing a leg, missing an arm, and the whole other thing's not even tipping over. Very realistic. Put back on the leg. Which, now that I've attached that, I've got to attach all the pieces I took off to be able to put on the to take off the piece in the initial part. In this case, for the arm, I'm going to have to reattach the plates that we're holding in place. And fold that in. And that's everything. Okay, so that's one machine fixed. Let's see if we can get a couple more of them done and see what happens after that. How much money am I going to make from this? I can't remember how much I will get for completing this task. Am I not done? Did I forget to do something? And assembly. No. I thought I had finished it. What am I forgetting? So, for those of you who haven't already noticed, I am not good at video games. I try and play them. I enjoy them, but I am not good at them. Because I thought I was done. Assembly. So what's left to do? No, I don't want to do that. Am I forgetting something important? Or is the game just bugging out? Because I believe I've fully assembled it. Hey, robot, what am I supposed to do? Oh, now I can access it. So the game was just bugging out, just wasn't letting me do anything.
Another day, another mech.
Zero reputation gained. Lovely. So yeah, that's pretty much the game so far. They might introduce more elements, or it might just be a simulator for what exactly needs to be, like, just working the job. Let's do this one since it pays the most. Oof. Look at all that dirt. Where were you taking this machine that's that dirty? Like, if you have these machines that I'm assuming are not cheap, why would you... Like, why would you take this poor of care of your machine? Good, cleaning's done. Let's do some scanning. There we go. A little bit faster that time. Scanning complete. Let's see. Your left arm. Undo my 4 bolts that are holding on the coupling? The piece. And the leg. Ah. Okay, so let's go to my workbenches and see what I can do from there. Wait. You guys seen this? There appears to be some hovering, floating pieces. I wonder if that's what's broken about it. And those pieces are gone. Okay, so what do I need to do? Okay, I gotta take off this panel, which requires me to take off this panel, which requires me to take out these bolts. And pull that one out. And this side. Up here. Something that my viewers, most of them won't know, is I actually was in college originally to be able to try and become a automotive mechanic. Only thing I really learned from being in college was that I did not want to be an automotive mechanic. Okay. Yes, for those of you who are interested in becoming an automotive mechanic, it's a great job. Um, Especially if you like working with your hands. But if you're looking mostly to be able to work on the physical aspects of the car itself, what I learned from being college program was it's seems to be mostly shifted over to working on the electronic components, the computer aspect of it for a lot of the different issues that could be wrong with it, with the cars, which unfortunately is not one of my stronger suits. How do I take out this?
Did you say something? Did you? Sorry, I have too many tasks open at the same time.
Shh, go away, robot. How do I take out that piece? Okay, how do I take off this piece? Oh, that's why. I couldn't see the panel underneath it. Now I can take off that piece. Okay, so that's the broken piece, was that cable. So let's switch back over to assembly. We'll buy a new cable. Search and shop. Ooh, it's 6% more. I wonder if I close this and I search and shop, it's gonna stay the same. Okay. That piece in, put this back in, put this back in, put the bolts back in. And all the unnecessary pieces I took off because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I said, I am not good at games, but I do enjoy them. Which, unfortunately, for you guys watching, means you guys are going to be very frustrated most of the time. And I do apologize for that, but if it bothers you so much, you probably wouldn't be watching. Unless you're doing what I'm assuming a lot of people who are watching my videos are doing, who have either fallen asleep at the computer or playing them in the background. Okay, I think that's everything I need to fix for this leg, I think. I hope. Looks like it. So, let's get out of there and go to the arm. Take out all these bolts, take off the panel. Upwards. Why did I just do that? I didn't even need to do that. So it looks like you can take off a bunch of pieces you don't need to. It's not going to stop you or even prompt you to be able to do the correct piece. Back to disassembly. I wonder if that means that later on I can actually take off the pieces that are on here and put on custom pieces to make it look better. I'm not sure what the advantage of doing that would be other than potentially getting more money. But that's if you could get more money from customizing it. Okay, so to take off this piece, off this, which requires how do I take this all apart so I can get to it? that. Come on. There we are. There we go. Helps if I'm on the right side of the mech. Up, down. Now, can I take this out? No, because there's these cables in the way, which require me to... I'm probably taking off a bunch of things I don't need to take off, but it might make it easier for me to be able to access what I need to access. Aha!
I love the smell of oil in the morning.
You're a robot. How can you even smell? Do I have, like, smell receptacles or receptors? Okay. Now to reassemble, just put this back in. These. That. Put in all the little screws that I took out initially. Cable 1. Cable 2. Ooh. Of course it's more expensive. Buy that. That one in. That one in. Now putting back all these bolts. So growing up when I was much younger, this would have been the type of job that I would have dreamt about. Growing up, I was the kind of kid who... Well, I used to live on a farm, and there used to be this barn that was full of all these old pieces of equipment and machinery that were likely used for the different farm equipment that would have been at the farm prior to us living there. I used to take them, and one of the things I used to do was try and build machines. I failed, obviously, since I was a kid and didn't have any of the expertise or knowledge of how to actually use it. But I remember when I was younger, one of the things I would try and do was create things and try to invent things. It's one of the things I wanted to be was either a mechanic or an engineer or an inventor. But things changed, and eventually I wound up where I am right now, which is now trying to be a YouTuber. Mostly because I play video games a lot and I enjoy doing so. Let's reassemble this guy. Hopefully the game won't be so buggy this time and let me just go straight to be able to completing the job and getting the money without having to run back and forth as much. I do like the paint job on this one, the camouflage look, or I'm not sure you'd call that. It's not digital camo, but... Okay. I think that's everything. Let's go turn in the job and get my money. Finish job. Perfect. Still no reputation gained.
Finally! Now we are finally able to buy a mechanic license. Without it, we have no chance in getting bigger jobs. Better get it quick.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so here. Company tab. Okay, let me open the company tab to buy the license. Company. Buying license. Ooh. Ooh, I gotta customize a logo now. Welcome to the world of fixing mechs legally. Now we can finally create our company.
Now we can create a real company. Let's start with the logo and name. By using the arrows next to the logo, you can define the shape of it. Using the menu on the opposite side, you can define its color. Once you achieve the desired look, type in the name and accept it all. Don't worry, you'll be able to change the logo at any time later.
Okay. What should I do for a logo? Ooh. Don't suppose they have an avocado. Nope.
Hey, you did pay the rent, right?
I think that looks good. Now for the name. Perfect. Avocan't Gaming. Makes sense.
Thanks to us starting a company, we will finally get the treatment we deserve. It's good, but since now the quality of your work will have an effect on our reputation.
Makes sense. Oh, great. So I gotta gather a reputation for each of the different companies, and it'll be gathered independently, which I guess also makes sense. Okay. Better I do, better jobs I get, more I get paid for doing better jobs. So in other words, you get a lot of different companies to like you. The more they like you, the better the jobs they're going to give you, the more money you get in general.
When it comes to hardware, the license gives us access to special repair stations.
Okay. Okay. At the beginning, the assortment won't be anything special, but with time, we'll be able to buy really nice pieces of hardware. We'll use stations to fix the parts, not just replace them. That'll allow me to get some more money more easily without having to buy everything at the marked up price points. Let's have a look. Enter the station shop under the company tab. Station shops. Okay. Take a look, but you can't buy anything because you're not good enough yet. Okay. So there's nothing we can get as of yet because we're not good enough. Okay. Ooh. Let's change them to green, black. Ooh. I think that looks good enough. Okay. Ooh, I like that more. There we go. Haha. Well, that's going to be all for this video. So far, the game seems very interesting. It's a little bit slow to begin with, but then again, it's also just starting out. But it looks like there's a lot more that could come from this game. Hopefully the game itself is going to have more aspects than just taking off the piece, swap the piece, put back on the piece, and then ship it out. If I can start to customize the vehicles, get extra money for customizing them, which it looks like there is a possibility of being able to do that, that'd be really cool. But in the meantime, bye! Well, that's all for today's video. If you've enjoyed the first video of Mech Mechanic Simulator, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification symbol. Don't be afraid to leave any comments inside of the comment section. Nice to know what you guys are thinking about the different series. But in the meantime, have yourselves an excellent day.